this thing on? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. I'm Cheyenne Nicole, and this is my channel. And today, we are going to talk about why I have so many costumes. This is a question that I get quite often, and I tell my normies, I just like dressing up, which is a lie. I do like dressing up, but that's not why I have so many costumes. So, first, we're going to get into labels. For the people that do not like labels, they think they're stupid, they think they're pointless. Why do we have to label everything? It's so annoying. This is a cup of coffee. I made it for you. Now, let's say I put a spoonful of sugar into your coffee. You'd be like, wow, it's a sweet cup of coffee. But let's say I put some salt into your cup of coffee. They look the same. You'd be pissed. You'd be like, wow, she just handed me a salty cup of coffee. But let's say I took a spoonful of cyanide that looks all the same. All three of those look the same. And I put it in your coffee. You'd be dead. That's why labels are so important. Now, why do I bring that up? Because we have to get into a little backstory on why I have so many costumes and stuffies. And it has to do with my attachment style. I'm a healing, fearful avoidant. That means I can be both anxiously attached and I can also be avoidantly attached. And that not just has to do with my interactions with people in my everyday life, but that also has to do with myself and how I move through the world, through experiences, including traumas. So a few years ago, my mother died, and then my sister died, and then I broke up with my high school sweetheart, my family, my little family, and then I lost my job. This was all like within a few months, all at once. And it was so hard and painful, but I did not feel like it was hard and painful. I felt like I'm just gonna buy a costume and I'm just gonna do a cosplay. And each time my anxious, fearful brain said, "Hey, just jump off a bridge," my avoidance side said, "You should just buy a costume. That sounds like fun." And then this side said, "Yeah, that does sound like fun. We love costumes." And so that was going on a lot. And I was oscillating between wanting to give up and having a ton of evidence of why I should give up and avoiding all the pain of all those situations that were happening to me, or that I was experiencing. So I think that comes into play a lot. And people, talk about hoarders and they're like, they're so horrible, but really hoarding and throwing yourself into hobbies and work and things like that is sometimes a sign of a mental decline. So if you have a friend that, say, is going through a really hard time, a really rough time, bad time, they should be sad. They should be angry. They should be feeling a lot of emotions that sometimes people perceive as negative. So people like me, fearful avoidance, many different people handle things differently. An anxious person might go and seek a ton of really bad relationships or a lot of other things. An avoidant person will gravitate towards work or their hobbies or avoiding everyone altogether. There's a lot of different ways that people handle their selves when they're going through hard times. If you have a friend, or you might be that friend that is trying to avoid pain and emotions that don't feel good, that is an act of self-abandonment. And that probably doesn't feel good to hear, but I love you and you need to hear that. It's okay to feel like crap in crappy times. And it is okay to hug yourself and say, it is gonna be okay, even though it doesn't feel okay, and I have no clear pathway of how it could ever be okay. We're still gonna sit here with ourselves, and we're going to not abandon ourselves. We are going to process this. I use ChatGPT to process this type of stuff now, and now I also still have fun. Now I'm enjoying my costumes and my cosplays because I am happy to get to share them, and they're fun. I like them. I like to dress up. I do enjoy dressing up. But the reason why I have so many costumes, some I've never even opened, and so many dang on stuffies that are now shoved somewhere because they're not unhealthy. The stuffing holds bacteria. Anyways, I have too much stuff. We'll deal with that another day. I just wanted to come on here and say that check on your friends that maybe are going through some times that are hard, but they seem like they're getting super happy and joyous and throwing themselves into work and hobbies and things like that, because they might not be okay. And if that's you, you're gonna get through it. We're gonna keep on keeping on. I love you. And that's all we have time for today. I'll see you on the next video. I love you. Bye.